My name is Jennifer. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you in this wonderful space. Thank you for getting up early on your Sunday, your weekend. The weather's beautiful outside and you chose to come to your mat. That's a beautiful thing. I live in Tampa. I come here to teach yoga to friends. My mother-in-law is also in the city, so we visit her on Sundays when I come here and teach. It's a thrill to be here and have all of you here on your mats. Let's get started in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch at the back of your mat. Bring your knees out to the edges of your mat. Big toes touch, knees spread wide. Press the top of your toes, press all of your toenails into your mat. Press your finger pads down into the earth. Become aware of the sound of your breath. Begin your Ujjayi breathing. That means breathe in deeply through your nose. Slightly constrict the back of your throat as you exhale through your nose. When we come to yoga, we create this beautiful little pop-up community of other people that are here on their mat, in their bodies. Create an audible breath so that your neighbor next to you can hear your breath. And when we link breath with movement, we create a community of breath and presence and awareness. And together we can achieve great things. During this practice, I can offer hands-on assists. If you do not want to be touched for whatever reason, go ahead and raise a hand now so that I will know and honor that. Thank you. We are gathered here today to take a journey into our own power. During this practice, move with intention. Move with a mindfulness of where you step and where your hands are and the quality of your muscle energy. Here in child's pose, pull your belly button into your spine. Press your finger pads down to lift your elbows up off the mat. Squeeze your forearms into center line, in towards your spine line. As you press your shins into the mat, your toes down into the mat. Cultivate your own variety, your own personal color of muscle energy. From skin to muscle to bone, hug in. And light up your internal fire with your Ujjayi breath. And you can come to child's pose at any time during this practice. This is just me making suggestions. I'm just a guide. You know your body. Modify, kick it up a notch, whatever speaks to you on your mat. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high up towards the sky. Bring a generous bend to your knees. Send your tailbone up towards the sky. Press the top of the mat away from you. So take a longer dog. Bring your hands out longer. Take a longer dog. Walk your feet and hands out. Create more space between your finger pads and your tailbone. Pull your shoulder blades in together on your spine. Now press the mat away from you. Create space. Energetically root down through your heels. Create that long spine by pushing down to send your sits bones towards the sky. Soften your knees. Take a big breath in. Push, shoulder blades come together. Walk your feet to your hands, take ragdoll pose. Feet hips width distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows with opposite hands. Hips width distance is about 2 fists width. Yeah. Hug your outer shins in. Squeeze into center line. Squeeze into your spine line. Send your sits bones up towards the sky. Let your head hang heavy. Shift your hips up and over your ankles. Bring your hips forward. Press down through your heels. Send sits bones high towards the sky. Engage your hamstrings, yes. Take a big breath in. Let your head hang heavy. Let the nectar flow from your hips to your head. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Come back to just yes. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, make some noise. Again, breathe in. Catch your hips with your hands and pause. Catch your hips with your hands and pause. Squeeze your elbows in towards your spine line. Integrate your shoulder blades onto your back. Press down through your heels. With a long, straight spine, come to stand. Hands at heart center. Set your drishti, find your spot to gaze at, eyes open. We'll begin with a single Om. Take a big breath in. Inhale, extended mountain, reach up, breathe in, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, big long spine, breathe in. Plant your hands to the mat, high plank, pause. Your first high plank, pull your belly button in and up. Hips up in line with your shoulders. Pull your shoulder blades together, gaze forward. Low plank, lower halfway down. Untuck your toes, upward facing, dog, press toenails into the earth. Downward facing, dog, hips to the sky. 3 breaths here. Breathe in and empty out. Spread your fingers wide on your mat. Root down through your first finger and thumb knuckle. If I were to come by, I would not be able to pull your fingers up off the earth. Press the top of the mat away from you. Take a big breath in. Empty it all out. Bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Jump top of your mat. Halfway lift. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Extended mountain. Press down. Reach up. Breathe in. Look up. Long side body. Bright fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, big breath in. Hands to the mat, high plank. To low plank. Upward facing dog, untuck your toes. Take a big breath in, thighs lift, knees lift. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. 3 breaths here. From core to floor. Core, hands, and feet. Root down, first finger and thumb knuckle. Grip the mat. Take a breath in. Empty it out. Bend your knees. Look at the space between your thumbs. Jump top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Press down, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Long spine, big breath in. Hands to the mat, high plank. To low plank. Upward facing dog, toes press into the mat. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, hips high. 3 breaths. And empty. Breath in. Soften your knees, breath out. Again, breathe in. Exhale, look at your thumbs. Hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Extended mountain, press down, reach up, see the ceiling, see your fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, long spine. Hands to the mat, high plank. To low plank. Upward facing dog, pull your heart through, shoulder blades come together, gaze up. Downward facing dog, hips high. 3 breaths, breathe in, let it go. Work your shoulder blades together on your back. Create that long spine, send your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Fingers spread wide, like you're gripping pickle jars or basketballs. Can you see your mat between your fingers? Fingers spread wide. Take another breath in. Empty it out. Bend your knees, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Last sun salutation A. Press down, reach up, breathe in. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, lift your heart, breathe in. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, jump top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your weight into your heels. Pull your belly button into your spine. Imagine your energy is between your hands, the size of a beach ball. Spread your fingers wide. Sit deeper into your heels. Take another big breath in. Exhale, sit 1 inch deeper. You've got this. Big breath in. Fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Press down. Lift up. Downward facing dog. Hips high. Right foot steps forward. Warrior 1. Big step. Set up your foundation. Back heel plants. Yeah. Bring your back foot a little wider than you normally do. Give your hips some space. So bring your left foot closer to the outer edge of your left mat. Yeah, left edge of your mat. Pull your belly button in. Sit deep into your front thigh. Bring your front thigh parallel to the earth. Press your knee, your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Look up between your hands. Breathe in, lift up, look up, go back. Exhale, vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Big breath in, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Left foot forward, warrior 1. Big step. Step next to your left thumb, back heel plants, squeeze in. Spin your pinky fingers in towards one another. Sit deep into your front thigh. Track your left knee towards your left pinky toe. Yeah, sit deep. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Lift your heart, look up between your hands. Breathe in. Exhale, vinyasa flow, high plank. Low plank, upward facing dog, breathe in, down dog, let it go. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, jump top of your mat. Half lift, forward fold, chair pose, second one. Squeeze in, sit deep. Stretch your toes out on the mat. Pull your bottom ribs in, sit deeper. Take another breath in, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in, vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in, thighs lift, knees lift, downward facing dog, let it go. Right foot forward, warrior 1, step, press down to lift up, go back. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank, low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Down dog, empty out. Left foot steps forward. Step, squeeze inner thighs in, look up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in, look up, lift your heart. Downward facing dog, empty out. Big breath in. Take that longer downward facing dog, walk your feet further back, your hands further forward. Create space for a new down dog. Create space. Breath in, breath out. Right foot steps forward for crescent lunge. Back heel high over your toes. Stack your back heel up and over the toe, the back toe. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Sit deep into your front thigh. Breath in. Hands to heart center, revolving crescent towards the park. You can bring your left elbow to your right knee, squeeze in, twist your heart towards your hands, keep squeezing into center line. Send your left hamstring up towards the sky, light up your back leg, open your wings. Left fingers down, right fingers reach if that's there for you. Take a big breath in, stay for the exhale, fill up, breath in here, open up to warrior two with control. Stay low in your front thigh. Press your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Sit deep. Gaze is over your front middle finger. Shoulders down away from your ears. Take a breath in. Sit deeper into your front thigh. If your knee is past your ankle, take a longer stance. Yeah, get big and take up space here. Track your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Sit deep. Yes. Flip your front palm. Reach up. Watch your fingers arc across the sky. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Big breath in, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Left foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Big step forward. Right heel high up and over your right tippy toes. Squeeze inner thighs in. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Track your left knee towards your left pinky toe. Squeeze skin to muscle to bone. Hands to heart center. Revolving crescent towards the lounge. Elbow to knee. Press your knee into your elbow. Send your right hamstring up towards the sky. Keep stacking your back heel over your back toe. Squeeze inner thighs in. Open your wings. Right fingers down, left fingers reach. Spin your heart towards the lounge. Squeeze in and express out. Again, squeeze in and your fullest expression here. Open up to warrior two. Peel open with control. Take a long stance. Open up your warrior two. Bring your front foot forward more. Shoulders down away from your ears. Sit deep into your front thigh. Take a big breath in. Flip your front palm. Reach up. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Exhale, vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, lift your heart, breathe in. Down dog, empty it out. Take another breath in. Empty out, look at your thumbs, jump top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, Utkatasana, chair pose. Big toes touch. Squeeze in, squeeze inner thighs in. Squeeze your knees in towards one another. Sit deep. Spin your pinky fingers in. Hands to heart center. Chair twist towards the park. Sit your hips lower than your heart. Squeeze in and sit deep. Open your wings. Left fingers down. Right fingers reach. And sit deep. Take another breath in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Let it go. Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeeze in. Sit deep. Hands to heart center, chair twist towards the lounge. Sit hips low, squeeze in. Take a big breath in, sit deeper. Feel the burn, just notice it, open your wings. Commit to being up to something bigger than you. This is a community of breath, of sweat, of movement. Forward fold. Big breath in, halfway lift, long spine. Hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, press your toes into the mat, thighs lift, knees lift, downward facing dog, ha. Yeah, take a breath in, sigh it out, ha. Lift your right leg behind you, flex your foot, dial your toes straight down towards the mat. Yeah, press out through your heel, bend your knee. Stack your hips. Work to keep your right shoulder in the same plane as your left shoulder because it wants to pop up. Pull your belly button into your spine. Yeah, like a dog at a fire hydrant, stack your hips, open up. Come up onto the tippy toes of your left toes and flip your dog. Both feet come down to the earth. Press down through your heels. Reach your fingers towards the front of the room. Peel your heart open towards the sky. Press your hips up. Breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Let it go. Take another breath in. Side plank. Right hand center of your mat. Press down through the knife's edge of your right foot. Stack your feet, flex your feet. Reach your left fingers up towards the sky. Radiate your fingers. Lift your top hip, flex your top foot. Press down so much through your right foot, your left foot pops up. Lift it towards the sky. Press down to lift up. Take a big breath in. Downward facing dog. Yeah, left side, lift your left foot. Flex your foot, point toes straight down. Yeah, lift from the inseam. So drop your left hip 2 inches. Drop your left hip. Yeah, lift from the inseam. Press out through your heel. Press, yes. Now, bend your knee. Bend your knee. Stack your hips. Yes, work to keep your left shoulder in the same line as your right shoulder. Press into my hand, press into my hand, press into my hand. Yeah, press, 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 press. Stack your hips, press. Lift your back knee 2 inches higher. Press into my fingers, press. Yeah. Come up onto the tippy toes of your right toes and flip your dog. Both feet face 12 o'clock. Spin around, both feet face 12 o'clock. Press down through your heels. Reach your fingers. See where your fingers are reaching. Open your eyes. See what there is to see. Radiate your fingers. Big breath in. Let it go. Take another big breath in. Side plank, left hand center of your mat. Flex your feet. Lift your top hip. Flex your top foot. Lift your top foot 2 inches. Send your gaze up towards your right fingers. Pull your belly button in from core to floor. Express out. Breath in. Down dog. Whew. Breathe it in. Make some noise. Yeah, breath in. Soften your forehead. Let it go. Bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Send your toe heel your feet hips width distance apart. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Pull your elbows east and west. Bring your chest down towards your thighs. Press down to your heels. Let your head hang heavy. Breath in. And breath out. Gorilla pose, palms all the way underneath your feet. Bring your toes up to the creases of your wrists. Stand on your hands. Send your weight into your toes. Bend your knees generously. Take a breath in. Let it go. Walk your gorilla forward 3 steps. Walk your gorilla backward 3 steps. Take a breath in. Stick out your tongue, let it go. Release your gorilla and set up for crow pose. Palms underneath shoulders, fingers spread wide. Bring your knees to the backs of your triceps. Pull your belly button in, send your gaze forward. Maybe you lift one foot, squeeze it into center line. Maybe you lift both feet for a hot second. Squeeze in, press your sits bones up towards the sky. Belly button in, high plank. Kick it back. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Bend your knees. Top of your mat. Jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Catch your hips with your hands. Pause. Squeeze elbows in towards your spine line. Press down through your heels. Come to stand. Set your drishti. Find a spot that is not moving. Fixate on that spot that is not moving. Root down through the sole of your right foot. Everybody has a strap. Grab your strap. Root down through the sole of your right foot. Take the strap around the toe ball mound of your left foot. Set your drishti. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Hug skin to muscle to bone in your standing leg. Bring your left knee into your chest. Right hand can be on your hip. Pull into center line. Kick out through the sole of your left foot. Slowly open your left leg out to the side. Keep pulling into center, grounding down through your standing foot. Extend your right arm. See your right thumb. Come back to center with leg. Drop the strap. Reach your fingers high towards the sky. Airplane. Arms back by your sides. Palms face the earth. Kick out through your heel. Toes point straight down. Chin out of your chest. Drop your left hip 2 inches. Take a breath in. Let it go. Hands to heart center. Breathe in. Half moon, right hand down to a brick or to the earth. Bring a brick underneath your right hand. Stomp down through your standing leg. Flex your back foot. Stack your hips. Press out through your heel. Straighten your back leg. Yeah, kick out through your heel. Reach your fingers up towards the sky. Take a breath in. Spin your heart towards the lounge. Stomp down through your standing leg. Join both feet on the earth and come to stand. Left side time. Strap up your opposite foot. Stretch your standing foot toes out on the mat. Set your drishti. Find your spot. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Get tall. Kick into the strap towards the front of the room. Slowly open your leg out to the park. Extend your left arm. See your left thumb. Pull into center line. Come back to center. Drop the strap. Kick your foot towards the front of the room. Reach your fingers high towards the sky. Now airplane, arms back by your sides, palms face the earth. Yeah, kick out through your back heel. Belly button in, drop your right hip. Breath in, hands to heart center, pause. Half moon. Left hand down to the brick. Stack your hips. Flex your back foot. Stomp down. Right fingers reach towards the sky. Stomp down through your standing leg. You got this. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Lift your back foot 2 inches higher. Take a big breath in. Join both feet on the earth and come to stand. Good work, yogis. Take a breath in. Let it go. Dancer pose, right side. Root down through the sole of your left foot. Bring the strap around your right ankle. Just loose, just wrap it around your leg, just like so. Root down through the sole of your left foot. Set your drishti. Find a spot that's not moving. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Bend your right leg. Bring the strap behind. Press your fist up towards the sky. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Flex your back foot. Kick your foot towards the sky. Bottom ribs in, lift your heart. Set your drishti. Hug into center line. Breathe. And switch sides. Loop up your left leg. Set your gaze. Hug into center line. Stretch your toes out on the earth. Flex your back foot. Drop your left hip. The strap helps with squaring your hips. Kick your back foot towards the sky. Press your fist towards the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. And switch sides. Dancer pose, second set. Set your gaze. Find your spot. Pull into center line. Activate your back foot. Press your fist towards the sky. Kick your toes towards the ceiling. Drop your right hip. Activate your back toes. Stomp down through your standing leg. Work to bring your right hamstring parallel with the earth. Kick your toes towards the sky. Kick and pull. Kick and pull. Switch sides. Breath in, let it go, and set it up. Second set, last set. Pull into center line. Put your toes on the ceiling. Activate your back foot. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Release. Come to standing at the top of your mat and set up for tree pose. Left foot presses into the earth. Bring your right foot to your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Press your foot into your leg into your foot. Equal pressure. So bring your foot either above or below your knee. Send your bent knee towards the back of your mat. Belly button in, bottom ribs in, gaze strong. Get tall. Spread your branches when you're ready. Lift your heart towards the sky. See the ceiling right up above where you are. Pull in to lift up. Go up. Go back. Hands to heart center. Switch sides. Right foot presses into the earth. Left foot, ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Bent knee, press it towards the back of your mat. Pull your shoulder blades together. Spread your branches when you're ready. Look up. Core, hands and feet. Pull in to express out. Blossom out. Hands to heart center. Join both feet on the earth. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Extended mountain. Press down, lift up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Vinyasa flow, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Right foot forward, warrior one, big step. Squeeze in, press down, lift up. Open up to warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Extended side angle, right side. Forearm to thigh or fingers to the earth inside your right foot. Press down through the knife's edge of your back foot. Send your gaze up underneath your left armpit, see the ceiling. One long line of energy from your left fingers to your left pinky toe. Take a big breath in. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Soften your front knee. Reach your right fingers towards the front of the room. Reach, get long, get long, get long. Bring your right fingers down to the earth or a brick on the outside of your right ankle. 3 points of earth, 3 points of earth. Feet, hands, soften your knees. Send your gaze up towards your left thumb. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Core, hands and feet. Come up to standing. Pivot both toes to face the lounge. Hands on hips, belly button in, bottom ribs in. Side facing wide angle forward fold. Hinge at the hips, bring the crown of your head down to the earth. Take a wider stance than you currently have. Wider, wider, wider. Bring the crown of your head down to the mat or to a brick, really wide stance. Yeah, wider, take up space. Take up lots of space. Your mat is big. You are bigger. Press your sits bones up towards the sky. Soften your knees. And press your head into something. Get out of your head, get into your hands and feet. Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath. Walk your fingers back out underneath your shoulders, lift. Press down through your feet, come to stand. Pivot your right toes to face the front of your mat. Bring your left foot about halfway up your mat. Wide stance, short stance. Feet wide, hips width distance. Imagine your hips are like headlights facing the front of the room, and then look down at your feet. Do you have that same space? Squeeze your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Reach your fingers high towards the sky. Squeeze inner thighs in. Hinge at the hip. Reach your fingers to the top of your mat. Reach, reach, reach. Bring your fingers down to bricks on either side of your front foot. Bricks are so good. Frame your front foot with the bricks. Send your nose towards your right pinky toe. Press down through your back heel. Shorter stance. Shorter stance. Bring this back foot closer in. Yeah, press down. Yes, so you can press down through your back heel. Send your nose towards your right big toe. And then press down through your back heel. Twisting triangle. Left hand stays right where it is. Hips stay right where they are. Pull your belly button in. Reach your right fingers towards the ceiling. Spin your heart towards the park. Press down through your back heel. Press down through your front heel. Soften your knees. Take a big breath in. Twist, 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 twist. Take another big breath in. Exhale, vinyasa. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Take a breath in. Lift your heart. Down dog, let it go. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Big step, big step. Lift up, look up. Open up to warrior two. Yeah, shoulders down away from your ears. Gaze forward. Take a breath in. Let it go. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Extended side angle, left side. So left forearm to thigh or left fingers to the earth inside your left foot. Reach your right fingers towards the front of the room. Spin your arm. Yeah, look up underneath your right armpit. Spin your heart towards the park. Left lung under, yes. Right lung lifts, yes. Press down through the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Radiate from the core to your extremities. Come up to standing. Warrior two, excuse me. Straighten your front leg, soft knee. Reach your left fingers forward, come into triangle on the left side. Left fingers come down to the earth or a brick. Stack your shoulders, straighten your front knee. Breath in, soften your knees, breath out. Breath in, let it go. Inhale, come up to standing. Pivot both toes to face the park. Second round of side facing wide angle forward fold. Take a wide stance, wider than you did the last time. Hinge. Bring the crown of your head down to the earth, to bricks. Stack the bricks long ways, stack the bricks short ways. Bring your head down to something. Walk your feet out a little wider, take up more space. Soften your knees. Walk your fingers back in line with your toes. Soften your knees. It is so good for us to get out of our heads and into our bodies. Feel your feet. Feel where your head is touching the thing, the earth, the mat, the brick, the whatever. And soften. Soften. Walk your hands out underneath your shoulders. Create a long spine. Breathe in. Toe heel your feet in just a little bit. Come to stand. Pivot your left toes, front of the room. Right foot, bring it about halfway up your mat. Short stance, wide stance. Yeah, hips like headlights face forward. Reach fingers high towards the sky. Get long through your side body. Soften your knees. Squeeze in, hinge, reach, reach, reach. Then frame your front foot with your hands, bricks. Bring the earth closer. Bring the earth closer, soften your knees. Press down through your back heel. Where is the breath? Ujjayi breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. Twisting triangle. Right hand stays where it is. Press down through heels, long spine. Reach your fingers towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Get longer through your spine. Exhale, twist, 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 twist. Take another big breath in. Get long through your spine. Twist, 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 twist. Fill up right here. Exhale, vinyasa flow. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, big breath in, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Ha. Breath in. Let it go. Shift your weight forward into a high plank. Belly button in, hips in line with your shoulders. Gaze forward, low plank. High plank. Low plank. High plank, low plank, back to high, down to low, last one, back to high, lower down, 3, 2, 1. Arms back by your sides, palms face the earth. Yeah, press your toes down into the mat. Bring your favorite ear to the earth. We're setting up for locust pose. On your next breath in, with the strength of your back body, press your pubic bone into the earth. Lift, hands, heart, feet, fly high. Stay here, let your breath go. Get 2 inches higher. Breathe in. Soften your forehead. Stay here. Let your breath go. Last one. Breathe in. Fly higher. Lower all the way down. Bring your other favorite ear to your mat. And prepare. Locust pose, second set. Zip your 2 legs into one. Squeeze in. Press your pubic bone down. Rise up. Soften your forehead. Let your breath go. Breathe in. Rise high. Let your breath go. Last one. Breathe in. Lower all the way down. Breath in. Breath out. Floor bow. Bend your knees. Grab your feet. Grab your ankles. Flex your feet. Flex your feet. Press your shins in, press your thighs into the earth. Rise up. Pubic bone presses down. Now press thighs down. Squeeze into center line. Activate your feet. Flex your feet. Take a breath in. Let it go. Squeeze your knees in towards hips width distance apart. Activate your toes. Take another breath in. Release with control. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And set it up again. Floor bow, second set. Activate your feet. Get some momentum going. Rock your floor bow all the way over to the right-hand side. Knock things over, knock bricks over. Get that shoulder stretch. Yeah, come back to center. Get the other side. Roll to the other side all the way over. Yeah. Come back to center. Release. Windshield wiper your legs. Yeah, let it go. Upward facing dog. Thighs lift, knees lift. Pull your shoulder blades together. Send your gaze towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Cha-cha out your hips. Check out your downward facing dog. Come down to your knees and set up for camel pose. Knees, hips width distance apart. You can take your brick and squeeze it in between your thighs. Toes can be tucked or untucked, yogi's choice. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back. Hands, your tailbone, your sacrum. Pull your belly button in, bottom ribs in. Press your hips towards the front of the room. Lift your heart towards the sky. Let your throat soften. Maybe you reach back and grab one heel. If you've got one, reach for the other. Keep lifting your heart towards the sky. Press your hips forward. Soften your forehead, soften your throat. Look up, lift up. Slowly come out of camel. Untuck your toes, sit back on your heels. Take a breath in. Let it go. And then camel second set. Set up your camel again and rise up. Press your hips forward. If your toes are untucked, press your shins into the earth. Press your toes into the earth. Lift your heart. Soften your throat. Lean back into where you cannot see. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly come out of camel. Untuck your toes, sit back on your heels. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Come to lie all the way on your back. Set up for bridge pose. Knees bent. Feet firmly on your mat. Can you touch your heels with your middle fingers? Feet and knees, hips width distance apart. You can take the brick and squeeze it in between your knees to give you that distance. Yeah. Reach your fingers straight up towards the sky. Bend your elbows. Place your triceps on the earth, right next to your ribs. Yeah, Squeeze in. Fingers radiate towards the sky. Press down through your triceps, down through your heels. Lift your hips. You can stay here. You can clasp your hands at the small of your back. Walk your shoulders underneath you. Press your fist down into the earth. Lift your hips higher. It's a chase. Your chest is racing towards your chin. Press the back of your skull into the earth. Yeah, press down through heels, lift hips high. Press down through heels, lift hips high. Lower down. Take a breath in. Let it go. And then again, bridge, you know where to go. You were just there, rise up. If you're taking full wheel, bring your hands on either sides of your ears. Press down through hands and feet to rise up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. One breath in. One breath out. And again, rise up, bridge or wheel, yogi's choice. What is calling you this Sunday? Press down through hands and feet. Rise up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. Take a breath in. Let it go. And again, rise up, yogis. This is your practice. This is the pinnacle of this flow. Rise up, bridge, wheel. Come into your fire. Come into your power. Bring your best. Make the higher call right here. Rise up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees spread wide. Press every toe into every other toe. Down, down, down. Soften. Down, soften, soften, soften. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let gravity work with you. Feel your energy. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. Take in a full body stretch. Reach your fingers, reach your toes, flex your feet, point your toes, get big, take up space. Lift both legs high up towards the sky. Squeeze your two legs into one. Flex your feet. Press up through your heels. Clasp your hands at the nape of your neck. Lower your legs down 30 degrees. Press out through your heels. Then another 30 degrees. Press out through your heels. Hover your feet 2 inches up off the earth. Look up, see your toes. Bring your legs back up. Lower down 30. Then another 30. Hover, see your toes. Bring your legs back up. Lower down 30, then 30. Hover, see your toes, legs back up. Press up to your heels. Lower down 30, then 30. Hover, see your toes, legs back up. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Bring your hands underneath your tailbone. Give yourself a little cushion underneath your tailbone. Extend both legs high towards the sky. Press up through your heels. Lower your right leg down 2 inches up off the earth. Press out through your heel, flex your feet. Switch, scissor legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Press out through your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Stack your knees over your hips. So make like you're sitting in a chair, but there's no chair there. Shins parallel with the sky, feet flexed. Active feet. Press your palms into your thighs, straighten your arms, and resist. Resist. Press your thighs back into your arms, straighten your arms. Create the Sthira Sukha right here, the softness and the strength. Resist. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your knees into your chest. Take a breath in. Let it go. Rock and roll along your spine to come into a downward facing dog. Yeah, downward facing dog. Big dog, long dog. Yeah. Extend your right leg. Strong and straight behind you. Press out through your heel. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Half pigeon. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Right knee to right wrist. Let your shin drape across the front of your mat. Extend your left leg long back behind you. There you go. Bring your hip down to that. Yeah. Work to stack your front toe bones. So work to stack your big toe up and over your pinky toe. Stack your front toe bones. Yeah, stack your front toe bones. Active feet. Press down through pinky toe edge of right foot. If your toe is untucked, press your toenails into the earth. And when you're ready, walk your fingers forward, come into sleeping pigeon. Bring your forehead down to the mat or to a brick. And soften into this hip opener. And any sensations that are arising, just notice them. Let any story, any words that are coming up, let those words go. Send your breath to wherever the sensations are coming from. Bring your fingertips back up onto your mat. Tuck your back toe. Three-legged dog with your right leg high. Kick it back. Take some hip circles. Take some knee circles. Check out your new right hip. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg strong and straight. Press out through your heel. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Half pigeon, bring your left knee to your left wrist. Let your shin drape across your mat. If your left hip is high, bring a brick underneath your back hip, your left hip. Work to stack your front toe bones. Work to stack your big toe up and over your pinky toe. And then soften. Soften yourself down into the pose, down into sleeping pigeon. Bring your forehead down to the earth. Soften. Send breath to the sensation. Allow this pose to create an opening by your softening, by your noticing. Allow whatever it is to come up. Feel what you need to feel and let it go. Allow it to come up and let it go. Bring your fingertips up onto your mat. Tuck your back toe. Three-legged dog, kick your right leg back. Take some hip circles, take some knee circles on this side. Feel what there is to feel. Come down to your knees and set up for an inversion practice of your choice. An inversion practice could be waterfall pose, which is where you bring the brick underneath your sacrum, send your legs up towards the sky. It could be traditional headstand, if that's in your practice, tripod headstand, anything to get your hips above your heart. If you're taking waterfall pose, flex your feet, press up through your heels, shoulder stand. Cut your fingers into your back, the skin of your back. Walk your elbows in, press your fingers in. And breathe. And breathe. The beautiful thing about yoga is the practice you have today is not the practice you had tomorrow. It's constantly moving. Like they say, you can never step into the same river twice. It's as if your mat is a river, your body is a river. From day to day, from moment to moment, this now here moment, this now here moment is all we have. And there's a peace in that. Slowly lower your legs down towards the mat. Remove the brick. And take in a full body stretch. Hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a big squeeze. Squeeze your knee like you love your knee. Supine twist. Left hand takes right knee across your body. Right arm comes out like a wing. Send your gaze out to your right thumb. Let gravity bring your knee towards the earth. Yeah, big, beautiful supine twist. Soften. Soften. Come back to center. Extend your right leg long. Bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a big squeeze. Supine twist, opposite side. Come back to center. Take happy baby. So bend your knees, flex your feet. Grab the pinky edges of your feet with your hands. Bring your knees wide. Press your tailbone into the earth. Press the back of your head into the earth. Create an opening here. The Sthira Sukha right here, the strength and the ease. Imagine you could put the soles of your feet on the ceiling and then pull back. Release your happy baby. Extend your feet out long on the mat. Find the corners of your mat with your heels. Get big. Take up space. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms up to receive all the goodness that you cultivated, all the energy you created. Let your eyes fall gently closed. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. You have reached the final pose of your asana. Let it do the work. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to change. There's nothing that needs any fixing. Everything is whole and perfect just as it is. You are whole and perfect just as you are. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take in another full body stretch. Take in the biggest breath you've taken in all day right here. Fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. Again, breathe in all the way in. Open your mouth, make some noise. Again, breathe in. Empty out. Roll to your right hand side. Cradle your head in your arms. Pause. Slowly press yourself up to seated at the top of your mat with hands at heart center and eyes closed. Sit tall. Press your thumbs into your breastbone. Acknowledge yourself for doing the work of coming to your mat, of practicing with intention, with curiosity. We'll close with 3 ohms. Take a big breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Together we bow and say namaste. Namaste. Good work, yogis.